Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for being here. My name is Irina Bakley, and I'm a licensed relationship therapist in the states of Virginia and North Carolina. And I love working with couples and individuals on their relationships and help them to achieve their best, most fulfilling, most loving ways of being with themselves and with each other. Today, I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek on the really cool exercise that I do with my couples when I start working with them first, kind of in the first 4 to 6 sessions where we are working still kind of in the assessment phase where we're getting to know each other, and I'm learning about their attachment styles, about their family history, about their relationship patterns, and so on. And this exercise is a really great one to do so that you can really get to understand what's happening under the covers. What's, if my partner looks angry and gets big, what is really happening for him or her underneath? Because we know that anger is just a cover emotion, right? As an example. I think it has like four pages. But the first part, I'm going to cover the first part here, and then I'll make other videos to cover, different parts of the exercise. But the first part is, so the exercise is called Identifying Your Cycle. And then the first part here talks about how, as you know, when we are in a relationship, right? When most of us are in a relationship, we get stuck in this communication cycles, or we call it dance in emotional focused couples therapy. That we need to understand the moves for this dance in order to get to a better place. So here it says, when things are really difficult between us, I tend to do all these things and all these things. So we just kind of read through these different moves, these different action tendencies, and question ourselves, like, am I, what am I doing when I get triggered, when I get activated? So some of the things that are written here are, so when things are really difficult between us, I tend to complain, become critical, blame, or point out your mistakes. I tend to yell. I tend to tell you how to improve. I tend to analyze you, intellectualize. I blow up or snap at you. I do that. I insist on making my point, even if I get angry. I express frustration in an angry way. I tell you how to change. I ask a lot of questions. I defend myself. I express frustration in a disrespectful way, right? So on the left side here, these are some of the moves that are familiar to pursuers, which is a language from attachment literature. There are usually, two types of people. There are pursuers and withdrawers. And pursuers are the ones that are uncomfortable with the disconnection, and so they tend to reach more, they tend to ask questions, they tend to get bigger, they get angry, they protest against the disconnection through doing all or some of these moves that I just described. Now, on the right side here, there are things like, and let me read them out loud for you, and so you can see if you can identify with any of them. When things are really difficult between us, I tend to zone out or numb out, use reason and logic to explain things, shut you out, go into problem solving mode. I do that. Turn to a task, go into problem solving. Oh, I did that. Change the subject, find an exit, just try to get away. Stay in my head, just not respond. Refuse to talk, leave the room, minimize your concerns, and so on. So these are the moves that are characteristic of withdrawers, which are people who feel uncomfortable with the confrontation, with the conflict. So they tend to deflate and withdraw and move away from the conflict, right? So this is the first step to understand what is it that I do when I get uncomfortable, when I get activated, when my heart is uncomfortable. And then also try to understand what is it that my partner does when they are uncomfortable, when their heart is uncomfortable. And you can, even if you just raise awareness and you notice that, wow, I got so angry when I asked you to do X and you didn't do it, right? If you just notice that pattern, that this what happened when I got angry, I yelled, I screamed, right? When I asked you for something and you didn't do that, that can be powerful step in shifting the whole dance eventually, because we first need to understand what is it that we are doing that is not working. And sometimes it works, but a lot of times it doesn't work. And I know that because you're here watching this video, working really hard to improve your relationships, looking for answers. So stay tuned for the other parts of the exercise. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. And thank you for all the messages and feedback that you guys been sending me about kind of my channel and the YouTube videos. And feel free to share what else you might be interested in me covering next time. All right, take care, you guys.